Well, updates from Sydney now, which hosts India versus Australia, the second semi-final of the 2015 World Cup. The Aussies are simulating real match situations during practice. Each player is working on his individual strengths and weaknesses. Skipper Michael Clarke had extended practice sessions against bouncers to work his problem against the short pitch delivery. Shane Watson, on the other hand, wanted to work on throwdowns emulating Indian off-spinner Ashwin's style, while Steve Smith tackled deliveries bowled by a left-arm spinner in Jadeja style. Meanwhile, Australian pacer James Faulkner, in a pre-match conference before the semi-final clash, said the Indian side in the World Cup was different from the one they had played in the last 6 months. He also felt with the Indian crowd filling up the stadiums, Australia may feel like the away team. Faulkner also expects the semi-final to be loaded with runs. Meanwhile, the pitch at Sydney continues to be in the eye of the storm. Australian skipper Michael Clarke, SCG curator Tom Parker and ICC in charge of pitches Tom Atkins could be seen having intense discussions at the Sydney cricket ground earlier today. The entire controversy started when Parker did not heed to the demand of the Aussies, who wanted a green top that would aid their bowlers.
3 days before the all-important semi-final here at the Sydney cricket ground, all talk is about the pitch. From the morning, there was a lot of activity about that track and on that track. Ron Atkinson, the ICC pitch consultant, was here speaking to Tom Parker, the curator. Cricket Australia officials were seen going up to the two people, talking to them about that track. Later on in the day, when the Australians practiced, the Australian captain Michael Clarke walked up to Ron Atkinson and had a word with him about that track. From the Indian standpoint, Duncan Fletcher also went up to Ron Atkinson and spoke to him about that wicket. James Faulkner spoke about it, saying he expects a good batting deck. The fact of the matter is, if it's a track that helps spinners, India will have an immense advantage. But if the track has pace and bounce, as the Australians expect and want, it will certainly favour Australia. So over the next 48 hours, a lot of activity will be seen on that Sydney wicket. At the Sydney cricket ground with camera person Manish Mathur, it's Boria Majumdar for Headlines Today.